He's been chairman of the BBC Trust, the corporation's governing body and regulator, for nearly a year now. It's the latest role in a long career of public service. As Christopher Patten, the politician, he was a minister in the Conservative government in the 1980s and then party chairman. As diplomat, he was the last British governor of Hong Kong before the handover to China. And as an academic, he's been Chancellor of Oxford University since 2003. Today, as Lord Patten, he brought all that experience to the Leveson inquiry. His first target, the party leaders of recent years, for their coziness with some press barons.
I think major political parties, and particularly their leaders over the last 20 or 25 years, have often demeaned themselves by the extent to which they've paid court on proprietors and editors. Of course, I'm in favour of talking to editors and journalists, but I'm not in favour of grovelling.
In his role as chairman of the BBC Trust, he said he had comparatively little contact with political leaders.
I've seen the Prime Minister once.
Now, accepting...
I'd have presumably seen the Prime Minister and other party leaders more frequently if I'd been a News International executive.
Then the central question of regulation. Lord Patten said that unlike broadcasters, newspapers should, if possible, be left to sort out their own problems without new laws from Parliament.
I think, if possible, politicians should be kept out of these areas, but unless the press, owners, editors come up with a convincing scheme, we'll presumably get drawn in that direction.
Coming from someone with Lord Patten's experience, those comments will certainly add weight to the efforts by the newspaper groups to resist any form of statutory control. Earlier, the BBC's Director General, Mark Thompson, told the inquiry that he'd ordered an internal review to establish whether any phone hacking had occurred within the BBC. No evidence of such activity was found. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News, at the Leveson inquiry.